Here we have the LG Gram 15-inch, the Z95 model to be specific. Chris from Computer Stuff here. If I sound a little bit sick and congested, it's because I am, but I took 2 COVID tests and they came out negative, so I will live to make another video. But we're going to talk today about the LG Gram. Recently we reviewed the Samsung Galaxy, which is what we called a MacBook Air competitor, and the LG Gram here is no exception. The Samsung Galaxy and the LG Gram are these 15-inch super lightweight mobile computers that are sort of trying to take place of where Apple left off with the MacBook Air. In other words, Apple doesn't make a 15-inch MacBook Air, so these guys decided to fill that product category. Well, what we want to find out today is if this LG Gram is any better than the Samsung Galaxy, and the MacBook Air for that matter, and if you should buy one yourself. Let's get some specs out of the way really quick with this LG. It comes with the 11th generation i5 processor. It comes with 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM that is soldered on and not upgradable. It comes with a 512 gigabyte NVMe solid state drive, which is upgradable. And then it comes with the Iris Xe graphics. All of that translates to a very, very powerful little machine in a little compact, cute little shell here. I'll get more into the benchmarks later and who this computer is going to be for, but let's go ahead and dive into the LCD screen. So you get a 15.6 inch full high definition, non-touch, very, very glossy display. LG does offer a touch version of this display. They also offer some higher resolution models as well. But this one, this computer, this model, this one we're demoing starts at $749. And for that, you get the full high definition non-touch screen. It's super sharp and crisp, it's very vibrant and colorful, and it's very, very bright, somewhere sitting between the 300 to 350 nit range. The glossiness on this thing is, I mean, it's like looking into a mirror. I mean, you can even see like me in the camera picking up on the motion. But anyway, point is though, is it a super glossy display, but because it's bright, we feel that people will probably still have a pretty good experience, even if they are working by a window or under direct sunlight, like let's say on a college campus. That said, for people that do often work outdoors or in direct sunlight, you might want to, I don't know, you might want to step lightly. But that said, it is a fantastic panel. And for the $749 range, when we give our rating system here, we try to kind of take into consideration everything else in the market at that price. We're gonna go ahead and give this panel an 8 out of 10. It's not fatiguing to look at. It doesn't have any fancy things like true color and HDR or anything like that, but it's just a really, really great panel, and we have seen worse panels on more expensive computers. So 2 big thumbs up to Logistics Group on that one. If does LG stand for that still? Anyway, moving along to the keyboard. Keyboard's a little bit interesting on this computer. There is no flex, and the keys are incredibly tactile and responsive. They feel very, very, very good to type on. But there are some, oh, and here's some other, it's got black keycaps, which I love. It's got a full numpad on the right side, and then it has a backlight as well, so people are really, really gonna love that. There is a couple of oddities though, and that is that the spacing on the keys, as well as the size and shape, is just a little bit off. I was only able to achieve something like, I don't know, where is it here? I'm gonna pull up my score here. I was only able to achieve like 89 words per minute, which is one of my worst typing scores ever. I don't want to dissuade people that are typists, journalists, students, stuff like that. I think you'll be fine. They also made the backspace key a little bit oddly placed and shaped. It's very, very small by comparison to normal backspace keys, and it is very close to the plus equals. They favored where they put the plus equals button. As a result, sometimes when you're typing quickly and you go to hit the backspace button, you will accidentally hit the plus equals button instead. That can be a little bit annoying to some people. As a result, we give this keyboard, it really is like an 8 out of 10 in the sense that it's a very good feeling keyboard, but it really is kind of more like a 7 out of 10 just because they made the shape and some other things a little bit kind of dopey. I don't know how else to explain it other than it's a great keyboard, but LG, one piece of constructive criticism would be to expand your backspace button. Trackpad. This is by far the best trackpad I think I have used on a PC computer. The push down is it's like plush and fluffy and it feels good. It's not too firm like it is on some Lenovo and Dell trackpads. It's incredibly precise. It goes exactly where you want it to. Love this trackpad. We're gonna go ahead and award this trackpad an 8 out of 10. Why not a 10 out of 10 if you love it so much, Christopher? Well, the reason why is because it is damn small. LG definitely could have made it a little bit bigger. There's definitely space in the frame if they wanted to have done that. But they chose to give you a very standard, very small trackpad. It's not a deal breaker by any means. Fantastic trackpad, just something to note that it's a little bit tiny by comparison to other machines out there these days, especially in that price bracket. Now let's talk about the input and output on the LG Gram 15. On this side, we have a micro SD card reader. Some people would have preferred the full SD card reader, but they gave you the micro. TRRR-S jack for headphones and microphone. I'm losing you. I'm losing you guys. Sorry. Two super speed USB ports, and then Kensington lock, because everybody uses that. Everybody uses Kensington lock. And then on this side, you have a Thunderbolt port where you can also charge it if you have a USB-C charger. Nice touch. HDMI port, full size. Another USB super speed port, and then where you plug it in. I just don't really have the energy to say it, guys. Yeah, I do. It doesn't run on solar energy. I always have the energy for that. That took a lot out of me. You can charge it with USB-C, which I think is a really, really nice touch. More and more laptops are beginning to gravitate that way. We'll give the I/O on this computer a 9 out of 10. They also gave you a Thunderbolt to Ethernet adapter in the box along with it, which was a nice little touch too for those that do need Ethernet. But all in the I/O on this computer is really, really outstanding. And if you're using this for pretty much anything like a photographer, audio editor, video editor, student, whatever, you'll have plenty of I/O to do pretty much anything you want on this thing. And all the more impressive that they fit all that stuff on a very, very thin and lightweight package. Now let's go ahead and move on to the speakers. Now, very thankfully, LG doesn't advertise any kind of Dolby or Beats by Dre or anything crazy about the speakers on this thing. They give no advertising about it at all. In fact, and really, well, that's a good thing because the speakers on it, like, well, they stink. They really don't get that loud, but they don't distort, and they have a lot of good character in the highs, but there are really no mids and lows and really no bass to speak of. Speakers on this thing were a little bit disappointing. If there was any Achilles heel on this computer, it really probably is the speakers. We're gonna go ahead and award these speakers a 6 out of 10. It's almost so quiet that you may not even really be able to, like, let's say you had the laptop propped up like in your dorm room and you have some friends watching a video or your family, whatever, around a kitchen table. Speakers are almost like kind of crappy enough to where you like really couldn't, maybe not everybody could hear the movie all that well, which is a shame because you have this gorgeous panel that everybody could be enjoying the movie on. But I guess you could always plug a set of speakers up to the side of it. And of course you have the headphone jack for those that want that audio file fidelity. So anyway, speakers on this thing get a 6 out of 10. A little bit disappointing there. Mobility on this thing. I don't know what more you want. The thing is light. It's like 2 pounds. I mean, it's thin, right? Like razor thin. It's made out of magnesium alloy. It's built well. The hinge feels good. It is just all around a fantastic looking, feeling, and built computer. I'm very, very impressed with the design of the LG Gram. It used to be that when you bought the LG Gram, you sacrificed power for the portability, battery life, and just the all-around operation of the machine, kind of practicality. They really pulled out all the stops on this new LG Gram. It's fast, it's powerful, it's got excellent battery life. They advertise that you can get about 21 hours worth of use. We were only practically able to get about 15 hours worth of use during our tests, but you know, that said, we also really put it through the ringer during our tests, and who knows what criteria they were using. Probably just had it sitting on idle. Anyway, point is though, it's got a big, beefy, juicy battery, and that's more. 15 hours, let's say it does only last 15 hours, that is more than enough energy for people to use going in and out of airports, airplanes, classrooms. I mean, that will get you through your entire day, and then at nighttime you can plug it in to charge with that sweet little USB-C charging cord. So mobility on this thing gets a 9 out of 10. It's just fantastic. I mean, you know, it's made out of like adamantium or magnesium alloy, one or the other. We just really like the design all in all. Just it looks good, feels good. You can throw this thing in and out of a backpack. It'll take some abuse, it'll patina well. And yeah, you'll have no problem. Like if TSA is like, take out your laptop and take off your pants. You can like, you'd be fine with taking out the laptop, but you keep your pants on. Don't let TSA bully you around. Let's go ahead and talk benchmark for a second. This one got weird. This video got weird, guys. And gals. Gets a 20, let's go ahead and scoot back over to the benchmark here. 25, 90, 22 on user benchmark. They call the desktop usage a nuclear submarine. Nuclear submarine. This is President George W. Bush. George W. Bush, nuclear. It's like Donald Trump doing a George W. Bush impression. It's pronounced nuclear. I'm really losing it here, guys. This is maybe the worst video I've ever made of all time. The worst possible YouTube video, hands down, ever. It's super fast. In some categories, it beats the Samsung Galaxy, and for that matter, practically using it does feel a little bit snappier, a little bit faster than the Samsung Galaxy. Might as well go ahead and take this opportunity to let people know that I really, really, really like this computer much better than the Samsung Galaxy. I think the display is better. I think really everything about it is much, much better, and I think people will like using it a lot more. Benchmark capabilities on this thing, given the fact that it has the battery life that it does and the mobility, we're gonna go ahead and award it a 9 out of 10 because frankly, you will not ever want for more power when doing like most normal things. Who is this computer for? You will be able to do audio editing on it. If you are a mobile podcaster, big time audio editor, something like that, this thing is gonna just burn through all of that data, no problem. You can probably do a little bit of compressed 4K video editing on it as well, but don't try to do anything like 4K raw. You might also need to compress your files a little bit if you go from like a GoPro into this thing, for example. If you are a photographer and you just got done like shooting a wedding or like a family portrait and you want to like put the photos and stuff on here and edit on site, show it to clients, this thing will be more than perfect for that. Little ADD moment here. That's how wide it gets, by the way. No, that was the mobility category, but you know, hey, it's good. It's good. It opens up well. But anyway, let's see who else this thing is for. It's a little, it's out of the price range of most like non-profits, but I mean, if you're just like a business person, a journalist, or a student looking for a very light, mobile, powerful laptop with a great screen, this is one of your best options, just period. At $749, this thing is an absolute steal. There are things that I like about this platform better than I like about Dell's Inspiron platform. In fact, it kind of makes you wonder why more manufacturers aren't achieving the same capabilities that LG has in this instance. The LG Grams do work their way up to like the multi-$1,000 range, but in this case for, let's just call it $800. We got this one for $749. It's better than the Lenovo, the IdeaPad 5, just throwing that out there, and beats the Galaxy too. Display, all that good stuff. So yeah, benchmark 9 out of 10. And that's who it is for. It is not for heavy gamers. You can do Minecraft, Fortnite, this kind of thing, but you're not gonna be able to do any kind of meaningful RDR2 on high settings. So if you wanna hear Arthur go, yeah, you're doing all right, girl, you're gonna have to use a different computer to do that. Yeah, you're good, girl. So, features on this thing. Comes with a fingerprint scanner. Does not come with a Windows Hello compatible camera, but it does come with a pretty nice camera. Dual microphone array at the top. This is what that footage looks like now. This is the quality you can expect from the LG Gram 15. The camera quality is, it's okay. It'll definitely work for productivity related tasks. It's a little bit noisy, but Jesus, do I look like shit. Comes with Wi-Fi 6, comes with Bluetooth. It doesn't have HDR or anything like that, but the backlight, there is a backlight on the keyboard as well. We're gonna go ahead and again, it's made out of like magnesium alloy, which means that they had to like, like murder, like probably like the Brazilian like ecosystem in order to mine the material, which stinks, but nevertheless, it's a feature. You can kill the rainforest with every LG Gram that you purchase. We're gonna go ahead and rate the features on this thing an 8 out of 10. There really isn't anything you'll want for more for like most people, and you're not gonna get anything fancy like HDR, True Color, and all that stuff until you start getting into the multi-$1,000 range, which of course, this thing's like more advanced brother is capable of utilizing. All in, we think that this is a fantastic machine, one of the best that you can buy, and really is the best interpretation of a lightweight 15-inch laptop, much less a 15-inch laptop in general. If you buy this thing, you're gonna be very, very happy with it. And we like it better than the Samsung Galaxy. Do we like it better than the MacBook Air? The answer is still no. MacBook Air is still like the best mobile computer that you could possibly buy, but they're also not in the same price category either. And if you were starting to get up into the like the $1,000-ish range for one of these things and doing apples to PCs, it would, I think you might find yourself leaning into this a little bit if you're not opposed to Windows 11. That brings the total score of this thing to like basically an 8 out of 10. I mean, it's almost a 9 out of 10 really. I mean, it's just great. It's quiet. It's quick, does everything you want it to do. If you have any questions about the LG Gram, please like and subscribe. Please, that didn't make any sense. If you have any questions, please reach out to us in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. We'd like to know what you think about the LG Gram as well. If you have any, and if you want to buy one, please use our affiliate link. It helps us out and helps support our channel and make future videos. And anyway, yeah, thank you for watching, everybody. We will be back with another video really soon.